Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Hiroga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. All good. Important things are needed new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's gonna be under one roof. You're gonna run it like a business. That means you're gonna make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5 Qapla, and welcome to Bed Life for Monday, October 24th, 2022, National Bologna Day. Bologna Day. Who would have thought? Bologna. You know, it was, I don't know, well into my 20s. Well into my 20s. That I finally looked up, how do you spell baloney? Because all I found was this word Bologna. I was like, I don't want to say Bologna. I want to type baloney. Clearly, baloney must end in an E or a Y or an I. I knew for a fact that the word baloney could not possibly end in the letter A. And yet, oh, there it is. You go to the supermarket. Thank you, John Araki, with a $1 super chat. You go to the supermarket and you say, give me a ½ pound of bologna. And this is what they get. Boar's head, low salt, bologna. Bologna, finally, after hours of Yahooing, because Google hadn't been invented at the time, and asking Jeeves, I finally accepted that indeed the word baloney somehow ends in the letter A.
With the bologna back.
Mama Pray wants the baloney back.
Okay.
Is this an out-of-date baloney?
No, it's fresh.
Fresh baloney.
Came today.
Came today. I should test it
All right.
to make sure. Make sure this is safe to eat bologna here on National Bologna Day. We're going to do it. We're going to eat a slice of bologna, the mystery meat that nobody can spell correctly. Oh my God. Feels so slimy. We go. Here we go. We got our slice. That's a lot. There's a lot of slices. Uh, one slice. We just want our slice, our single slice of bologna. Come on, people. Sassy's like, why? Sassy wants her bologna. Okay, Mom will pray. Maybe you could help take this after this became a bigger to do. Thank you, Mom will pray. Um, two slices of bologna there for everybody. A National Bologna Day. Salute. Mm. I can taste the nitrates, whatever it's supposed to be. Mm. Not quite what out of date spam tastes like, but it's good nonetheless. It is good nonetheless. A happy Bologna Day. Let's get to the chat. Not Ryan Johnson first in the chat. Qapla, hail Karoga. Hail Karoga, not Ryan Johnson. Richie Poole was second. Qapla Richie. John Araki number 3, who also says Qapla. And John Araki says, question of the day for Mamo Pray. What is your go-to dessert option?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that is Mamo Pray's. There's so many go-to desserts. But you want to answer, Mamo Pray?
A hot fudge sundae from Carvel.
A hot fudge sundae from Carvel.
Soft vanilla ice cream.
Soft vanilla.
Whipped cream. A hot fudge.
Whipped cream.
Extra hot.
Extra hot fudge.
Whipped cream and a cherry.
Whipped cream and a cherry.
That
There
would
you go.
be my all-time favorite.
Mamo Pray's all-time favorite.
But there is a long list underneath it.
But she also enjoys tiramisu, chocolate fudge,
homemade not
homemade chocolate pudding, chocolate mousse cake, chocolate mousse.
Oh yeah.
And lots of things.
Strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry shortcake, pumpkin pie, lemon meringue, pound cake, crumb cake, anything Enterman's cake, more or less. Greetings from Columbus, Ohio, Mike Richards. And Mike Richards says, no matter how thin you slice it, it's still bologna. Bloom County on politics. LDG says, same hot dog, different bologna. John DeMarco says, greetings, everyone. Greetings, John. I'm this close to winning Jeopardy first round last night. Then this close on the last round. Yes, we're going to get this close to winning Powerball tonight. So close that they give it to us. So close. They're like, listen, you're so close. We're going to award it to you anyway. Here's your $580 million. You just have to live stream receiving the check. I'll do it.
Joe, if you won, you couldn't keep it a secret.
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't be a secret for long. I'm like, why is he smiling so much on this stream?
They're going to say, why is he?
I just bought Governor of Poker. That's why. Richie Poole says, second question of the day from Mamo Pray. Is there any out-of-date bologna in the O'Prey household?
Actually, there was.
Oh, there was.
I just
She just threw it out. Sassy, there's bologna in that garbage. Oh, it's outside. Somebody goes through the garbage tonight. That bologna's only a little out of date. John DeMarco says hello to Mike. Gorilla's Random Thoughts is lurking. Qapla Gorilla. 47 Yorktown says, we love bologna in Eastern Canada. We love bologna in Eastern America. Mama Pray is asking if anybody's ever eaten fried bologna, because I know that's something that people used to do. Carlo Albanese says hi and hope everyone is as well as can be. Hail Caroga, hail Caroga. Good for you, Carlo. I hope you are as well as can be. And Carlo says, bed life. It's a stream by Berto Pray 5. Thank you, Carlo. John Myers says, on this day of days, Bird has never been more full of baloney. John Aragi says, looking forward to next Monday's Halloween Dead Life stream, where Berto Pray hands out candy to all the trick-or-treaters. We're going to have to keep the lights off next week so that nobody comes up. I've got no candy. We didn't even get candy this time to hand out. I guess we'll have to do it this week. Yeah, last year's candy. Do we still have it? I'm not above doing that. Carlo Albanese says, we, the people, demand entertainment. I'm not, I feel for you, Carlo. I do. And then John Araki, super chat. Thank you again, John Araki. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47. Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone. I'm feeling much better. If anyone would like to know, I am so happy. So happy, Yvette, to know that you're feeling better. LDG says, Bologna. No, Bologna. Who did the blow and what happened? Mike Richards gives a couple of thumbs up to Yvette. And LDG says, oh, never mind. John Araki says, bologna contains lots of salt. But this is low salt bologna. And 47 Yorktown says, bologna. Carlo Albanese says, Monday Madness bologna. But. Yeah, Yvette says, slimy. Ew. Carlo Albanese says, Sunday. Berto Pray 5 might eat the out-of-date spam. Mama Pray saved for us. Tune in to find out. Absolutely. John Araki says, chew, I circle out of the middle of the bologna and stick your tongue through to no. Chew a circle out of the middle of the bologna and stick your tongue through to simulate a booby. I don't think it works like that, John. LDG says, well, for one thing, it's got a lot of salt and fat. One slice of bologna can contain 7.9 grams of fat, 302 milligrams of sodium, and about 13% your daily intake. This is low salt. This is about half that, I'd imagine. Carlo Albanese says, what is bologna? Can you describe it? It's like a hot dog, but thinly sliced, cold. Tastes good. It tastes like meat. Cheap meat. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, no bologna, please. I would like the expired can of Spam you've been hoarding. Well, Mama Pray will give me fresh bologna, but not expired Spam.
The worst thing you get is the low sodium bologna.
John Aragi says, true fact, bologna contains 6 chemicals that are used in the manufacturing of hospital beds. Sure that there's other chemicals used. And I mean, technically water is a chemical. Yvette says, Bird's bed is made of bologna. If it was, Sassy would never leave me alone. Carlo Albanese says, jam, roly-poly, and custard. I have no idea what roly-poly jam, roly-poly, and custard. Is that a dessert? Cinnabon Bunny says, hello, Cinnabon. Yvette doesn't like chocolate. Oof. Mike Richards says, chocolate is life. Yvette wants fresh strawberries and cream. John Aragi says, I also love Enterman's crumb cake and Carvel ice cream. Excellent choices. They won't award Bird the Powerball, just the taxes. Those sons of bitches. Executive producer Salt Leibowitz says, Bird, I need to send Mama Frey my Derby pie recipe. It's like an extreme version of tiramisu. No. Tiramisu. And she sounds interesting. You can send it to birdobray5 at AOL.com. Keep an eye out. Or however other way you have of reaching me. Yvette says raspberry sorbet is also a favorite. Mom O'Prey likes that too. John Aragi says hashtag steal birds baloney garbage.
When I was a kid, good humor.
When Mom O'Prey was a kid, good humor used to have
A
a popsicle,
vanilla ice cream.
vanilla ice cream covered with raspberry ice. Sounds good. She said it was delicious. The Random Menace likes real food. Like bologna is not real food. Yvette says, I always fry bologna. Interesting. The Random Menace is greetings from the future. Greetings, Random Menace. Mike Richards says, hello to the Random Menace. Yvette says, I always fry pepperoni and salami. Mama Frey has not tried that.
No. Pepperoni on pizza.
So pepperoni on pizza, Mama Frey likes. Not me. I'm not a pepperoni guy. But I'm not a pepperoni or a salami person. The meat I like on pizza is meatballs, like beef. They call it meatball. Or mushroom, which isn't meat at all. But I do not like pepperoni. I do not like salami. I could deal with bacon on pizza, but the only like real meat I want on pizza is beef or chicken. Mike Richards says trick-or-treating is Bird's opportunity to restock the mines. That's what I need. Are you here for the job in the mines, little boy? John Aragi says low salt bologna is 10% low salt than a lethal dose. That's probably what it is. The Random Menace is Bird, you should dress like a white van and teach children that men in white vans have the best candy at their homes. 47 Yorktown says, fried bologna sandwich is like a gift from heaven. Wow. Mama praises her brother loves fried bologna. Pop Culture Curator says, Qapla, Bird, hope you're doing well. Thank you, Pop Culture Curator. And also says hello to the chat. Well, it's bologna day, so let's get the days. Let's get the days over with. On October 24th, let's see. On this day, the Arsenal Football Club lost to Manchester United, ending a run of 49 unbeaten matches. The Toronto Blue Jays became the first baseball team outside the United States to win the World Series, and the George Washington Bridge opened to transport over the Hudson River. Wow. Okay. So it is Chulalongkorn Day / Piyama Raj Day. Are you wondering who King Chula Longcorn is and why this day is important? No, I'm not. It's Deepavali. Let the lights bless our homes and hearts on this auspicious day of Deepavali. It's Disarmament Week. If world peace is your mantra or the idea appeals, be part of the movement. And it's a sculpture of a pistol with a bent, twisted barrel, because the lack of guns is the reasons why we're not a peaceful society. Because war and violence did not exist until the invention of the gun. Oh, wait. We've been at war and killing people long before we ever had guns, and we will be killing people long after we've stopped making guns. It's Diwali! I feel like I had to yell that out loud because like half the world's population celebrates it. Not me, and to be honest, nobody I know personally. Well, I mean, a couple of people I know personally probably celebrate it, but not that I know for sure. It's Kali Puja Day. Settle in for the transformative journey into the world of the goddess Kali. It's Lakshmi Puja. Why do I feel these are all just different way of saying Diwali? There it is, National Bologna Day. Everyone's favorite processed luncheon meat has its own day. It's National Elizabeth Day. Today we honor all Elizabeths and the contributions they have made to our lives. Or the only Elizabeth I can think of at the moment was head of the Stargate program, a civilian head. National Food Day. Oh, shit. I guess that covers all food. Explore the world of food production, food safety, farm animal welfare, DEEJ, and hunger prevention and agriculture. Wow, they just threw everything food and food related in one big day. So much for Bologna Day. Now you've got to share it with all the other food in the world. Oh shit, it's National Jamaican Jerk Day. Nothing personal, not a personal, it's a food. So bologna, Jamaican jerk, isn't that a seasoning? And all food share the same day. Start seasoning with our great tips and information about jerk seasoning and Jamaican culture. Jamaican me hungry, but not for that. It's National Kangaroo Awareness Day. Oi! It's the kangaroos. Their Awareness Day. Use our fantastic ideas to add a little zing to National Kangaroo Awareness Day. Holy shit. National Kangaroo Awareness Day. Is that in America or here in Australia? I guess we gotta find out for sure. They hip-hop kick rear their pups in small pouches and make us all go, oh, every time, which is why National Kangaroo Awareness Day is observed every year on October 24th. On this day, awareness about this marsupial's plight, which is hunted and murdered in disturbingly huge numbers across Australia, and its offspring are created. People are encouraged to honor this beautiful creature by protecting and saving as many kangaroos and their young as possible. Save the joeys. Those are the baby kangaroos. I don't understand if this is an American. Oh, it says Australia. It says right there, Australia. The Orville Nation, Qapla, Orville Nation, $2 super chat. says sup bird, sup Orville. Sorry, I'm stuck as Aussie. I'm in Aussie mode right now. I'll come back. I'll come back. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Dave G sound Qapla Dave G says Qapla bird and Karoga. Mike Richards says bird is always the optimist. Yes, war never changes. Antiderivative Jill is in the house listening and driving. Qapla. Antiderivative Jill. Hope you are well. Every day is food day, says Cinnabon. That's true. That's true. Marsupial kicks pouch, says Dave G. Captain MKG says Qapla at the office, but wishing you all a good day and good health. You too, Captain MKG. Yvette says, bird, are there people who don't know kangaroos? That's why it's Awareness Day. Apparently, somewhere in this world, there are people who don't know that kangaroos exist. And so they need an Awareness Day. So guys, do the kangaroos a favor. Tell somebody you know that kangaroos exist. Mamo Pray,
Yes.
have you ever heard of a kangaroo?
No.
You've never heard of a kangaroo?
No.
Well, you've heard of a little Joey. Well, kangaroos are these big animals from Australia. Australia? Oh, what's Australia? Australia is this big island continent on the other side of the earth.
Can't be. Earth's flat.
Oh no. Mama says the earth is flat.
Can't be.
Can't be on the other side of the earth. Mama Bray. Okay, well, wherever, it's far away. You hit your head this morning? I think you hit it a little harder than you thought you did. It doesn't matter. It's just a faraway place. And these kangaroos, they're like deers, except they jump a lot. And they have pouches they put their babies in. Instead of the deers running after them through the forest, they put their babies in their pouch and they hop around a lot. And the Australians, because they're basically a bunch of criminals. Well, they're just descendants of criminals at this point. They don't care if they hit them with their cars or they get drunk and they fight them in a bar.
Oh.
They put boxing gloves on them. And anyway, tell somebody you know about kangaroos.
Okay.
It's Kangaroo Awareness Day.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll do.
It's also National Senior UTI Awareness Day. Get informed about UTI symptoms in the elderly with our great information on this day. But, I think kangaroo awareness more important. It's New Zealand Labor Day. Labor Day for anyone who lives in New Zealand. It's United Nations Day. We celebrate the anniversary of the UN Charter of 1945. We? Who's this we? Not me. It's World Development Information Day. The younger generation plays a vital role when it comes to strategic development. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's World Polio Day. World Polio Day recognizes efforts to diminish and eliminate polio, to eradicate it globally. So close, yet so far. World Tripe Day. Prepare to savor some delectable, meaty tripe on World Tripe Day. No, I honestly didn't really know what tripe was. And looking at this picture, it looks like the last thing I'd ever want to eat. And it's Zambia Independence Day. True independence and freedom can only exist in doing what's right. Says Happy Independence Day from Zambia. If you say so. Kuroga says otherwise. Tokyo Trekker's in the house. Is Qapla, my friend. Qapla, Tokyo Trekker. And Orville Nation says Mamo Pray is funny. Yvette loves Mamo Pray. Dave G. Sound says it's underneath on the other side of the flatness. Words and pictures says Qapla, Birdo Pray, and Mamo Pray. Qapla, words and pictures. Captain MKG says Qapla to the Opray family. Carlos is UTI, Universal Trap Individual. Cinnabon confirms no one lives in New Zealand. It's not real. I know. The multi-gunman says Bird, Qapla, multi-gunman. Random Menace says we need to establish a Kuroga Night Day next to a UTI day. The multi-gunman says, how's it going? It's going okay, multi-gunman. Glad you could make it. Tokyo Tracker says, Mr. President would have words about that, Cinnabon. But he's not here, is he? Because New Zealand doesn't exist. If it did, he'd be here. Yvette says, like black pudding, white pudding is made of tripe. Oh my God, it is? I thought, just when I thought I couldn't hate British pudding anymore. Yvette says, it's part of a British breakfast. So disgusting. The Random Menace is Orville Nation, good to see you. I'll be honest, the most delicious thing that I ever had for breakfast in England was just bacon on bread. They just have like a bacon sandwich, which was just, bacon slices on bread. And that was it. Granted, I much would have preferred egg and cheese with the bacon, but just bacon and bread, a huge improvement over most other food. That was the best breakfast food. That or just fresh fruit. I mean, I'll be honest. When I was at the hotel, the Claridge's in Mayfair, London, it was the first time in my life that I just had, there was always a plate of fruit in your hotel room. And when you ate something, they would look at what you ate and replace it. So if you ate the banana, they gave you more bananas. If you ate the apple, they gave you more apples, oranges, whatever. And you had like any fruit you wanted. And, you just, you're hungry, you wanted a quick snack, you had some fruit. And I granted that there are people who have their whole lives, they have a bowl of fruit in their kitchen and they snack from it. I was never that person. I never went back to do that. But when I did have it, I used it. And, it was cool. It was cool. They also would go, Dad O'Prey had an aversion to fruit. He wouldn't eat any fruit.
Except if you put bacon and put it in a pie.
Unless it was in a pie. The multi-gunman says, Bird of Prey had me arrested and thrown in Kuroga political prison. Someone saved me. I don't think that happened, multi-gunman. Executive producer Sollywood says, tripe, intestines, is the main ingredient in menudo, which is popular in both South Texas and in the Philippines. Wow. So that's intestines. I thought it looked like some type of fucking seahorse. I honestly, I didn't know what I was looking at. I thought it was cooked seahorse. It's called a bacon bomb, says Yvette. Whatever it is, that was good. Buttered bread bacon. The bread wasn't buttered, but it would have been better if it was. The multi-gunman says, thanks a lot, Bird. Now I want a bacon sandwich. I don't blame you. Not enough chemicals in British food, says Carlo. Yvette says bacon, sausage, and egg bomb is lush, not an American sausage, a teal sausage, a real sausage. American sausage is real. Syphilis says Qapla, Qapla, syphilis. Did you know about its Kangaroo Day, National Kangaroo Day, Kangaroo Awareness Day? Orville Nation's been meaning to hit up Dave G. Sound. We'll reach out to him. And Orville Nation says menudo does not taste good. Don't worry. I was in no danger of trying it. Carlos says, wait, you'd eat a seahorse. No, I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't eat it. Yvette says tripe is mainly honeycomb lining of the stomach and intestines. You know what? Not for me. Either way is not for me. Syphilis says if we're talking about food, don't touch ballot. Not going to. I only eat meats I know. Okay, beef, pork, chicken, turkey. On rare occasion, lamb. That's it. That's it. There's no other reason to eat any other meat. Oh, okay. And I mean like fish, like lobster and shrimp, crab. Those are okay. Syphilis says I was unaware it's Kangaroo Awareness Day. Well, now you know. Now you know. Apparently, all of Australia doesn't know about Kangaroo Awareness Day. So, okay. Well, let's go ahead and do Wordle real quick. Of course, I say real quick, like I have any control over how quick it's going to take. Let's try train, a T and an A in the wrong place. Try Bates. Okay, we got the A in the right place. The T is still in the wrong place. P A. Okay, it's no I, no E, O. There's no. Let's see. C A N. Cannot. Can it? That's not a word. Damn it. No, comet. Can't be comet. It can't be comet. No, it's not a T there. Manet, manot, 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 panot, mapat. Let's see. Let's see. F-A. No, it can't be R. Can't be R. Mm. Phone. No, it can't be an S, but let's see. Mm. And actually, that's not how you do it anyway. Fake. No. Uh, Vocal. Oh, no, it's gotta have a T. Fact. Fact. Can't be an S. I shouldn't have wasted the S. Not that I mean, I know it's not an S, but I really want to get to see if the O or the U on FAU or bought out. Um, Vault. Wow, that was fault on the third try. Granted, it took a few to get it, but fault. I was nowhere near. There was just a shit. There we go. Fault. Third try. Multi-Gun Man has confirmed Birdo Prey 5 declares seahorse as the official breakfast of Karoga. No, that is not true. Kangaroo curry is okay, says Yvette. No, it's not. There is nothing about that is okay. Yitza Lemon says, don't mention crabs. LDG will eat all of them before they can reproduce. Orville Nation says, vegan fake meat is apparently not that healthy for you. Lots of fat. Yeah, well, it was Beyond Meat is trying to sell a steak now. And I mean, the company is going out of business. They're laying off people left and right. Nobody wants to eat fake hamburgers. And now they want to try and sell fake steaks. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says ballot is pronounced balut, which is quite good if you're not, if you do not look at what you're eating. Well, I call me crazy, but I don't like to eat food that starts with the word ball. Dave G sounds as I have to go, neaten up before my wife gets home. See you all later. Qapla, Dave G, and I hope you have a nice time with your wife. Words and Pictures says there's a song about kangaroos by Rolf Harris. Maybe we can sing it. Thomas calls me a cheater. I didn't cheat, Thomas. There was no cheating. The multi-gunman says camel. Random Menace says it's not my fault if Bird does not get it. I didn't read that until just now. Syphilis says manot is a word, lol. Not apparently, not here. Yvette says, you are trying, Joseph. Lol. Syphilis says, wow, good one. Thank you. Captain Phantom Nerd says, hello. Qapla, Captain. Amanda Menace is lolling at Yvette. Multi-gunman declares shenanigans. It's not just to work. Professor Brainy Specs says, Qapla, Professor. Thomas says, you're crazy. Tell me something I didn't know, Thomas. Yvette says, hey. And Mike Richards says, greetings to Professor Brainy Specs. Let's check the news today. Uh, new prime minister there in the UK. Good luck, Yvette, Carlo, anyone else are affected by that. Alleged Chinese spies charged with trying to recruit assets, obstruct U.S. Huawei investigation. Okay. Yeah, the Trump organization's tax fraud trial began today. I'm sure they got a dispassionate and honest jury. Oh yeah, so apparently now that we're testing students again after these last 2 and 3 years of virtual education, all the school tests are the worst they've ever been. Who would have thought? Aurora's blasted 250-mile wide hole in the ozone layer. Damn Aurora Borealis is going to destroy the entire planet. Auroras set off spectacular light shows in the night sky, but they can also affect the ozone layer. Auroras set off spectacular, but they're also illuminating another reason. The ozone layer is being eaten away. Although humans are to blame for much for the ozone layer's depletion, observations of a type of aurora known as an isolated proton aurora have revealed the cause of ozone depletion that comes from space. Charged particles in plasma belched out by solar flares and coronal mass ejections also keep gnawing at the ozone layer. Before now, the influence of these particles was only vaguely known. Now, an international research team has found that the effects of isolated proton auroras cause nearly 250-mile wide hole in the ozone layer, which gaped right below where the aurora occurred. Most of the ozone vanished within about an hour and a half. The researchers had not expected nearly so much ozone to degrade in the wake of this phenomenon. I will turn the camera off so Mom will pray and walk by. 1 minute. Isolated proton auroras may not be as flashy as the northern lights, but their southern counterparts, but they are still visible to human eye. An onslaught of plasma released by the sun brings highly energetic ions and electrons with it. Such particles end up caught in Earth's inner and outer Van Allen radiation belt, which keep the particles from bombarding the planet directly and turning into a sun-blasted wasteland like Mars. Particles that make the inner radiation belt can mess with Earth's atmosphere when they sneak into magnetic field lines. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So great. So basically, they'll find somehow we're to blame. Even though it's the sun, even though it's the sun doing it, somehow human beings, more specifically America, will be to blame for these things. Like if we didn't invent refrigeration, I don't know who technically invented it, but if we didn't perfect it, it wouldn't really be a big deal or something. Hubble telescope shows Webb a thing or two with spectacular new photo. Why do I know this? I know it's clickbait. I know it's clickbait. But God damn it. I've been baited. Hubble shows stellar retirement community in dazzling new light. Okay, well, this image taken with the Wide Field Planetary Camera 2 on board the Hubble Space Telescope shows global cluster Tezon 1. Okay, first, is this even a photograph? Because I was told the Hubble only takes pictures in grayscale. So this has to have been colored in by a professional artist. Supposedly. I don't know for sure. Maybe somebody can answer that. But this 2015 photo was taken using Hubble's Wide Field Planetary Camera 2. The instrument had much lower resolution than the observatory's current Wide Field Camera 3, which captured the new image which astronauts installed during the last Hubble servicing mission. Well, whatever. Space. Multi-government has confirmed Birdo Prey 5 declares war on the Aurora Borealis. We have to declare war on the sun. Mr. Burns was right the entire time. Ever since the dawn of time, man has looked up and yearned to destroy the sun. And we should. It's coming right for us. It's us or them. It's us or it. The sun is one day going to swallow the earth whole if we don't destroy the sun before that day comes. Maybe if we build more nuclear weapons, we can nuke the sun. We can nuke the sun right out of existence. Scythilis says, yeah, is that UK bird gonna get for a life 6-figure pension for being prime minister for like 2 months? That's well, you know, it is what it is. The multi-gun man says, correction, Bird of Prey uses the Aurora Borealis as Kurogan's super weapon. That'll do it. Random Menace says, the ozone layer and Aurora connection is not news. FFS, who is recycling this historical articles? It must have been a slow news week. You know, the war is getting old. Scythilis says, wish I had that in my contract when I had to stop working. And Scythilis says, my aunt always falls for the clickbait about space like Mars appearing as big as the moon. Yeah, that one. Or the moon is going to be 5 times the normal size. Jedi Bill says, Qapla. Qapla, Jedi Bill. Hail, Kuroga. Words and Pictures says, I know the Hubble telescope, size of a yellow school bus. Watch Kate Mulgrew visit the Captain Janeway Monument in Bloomington, Indiana. That is I don't know. I don't think they got the face quite right on that statue. And her eyes, I think somebody gave her Gowron eyes. And she seems pretty happy with herself, though. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Kate, maybe don't pose with, oh, it's not even a full statue. It's not even a full statue. Look at that. They had me thinking somebody made a full statue of Captain Janeway. It's just a bust. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a bust in Bloomington, Indiana, but it's just a bust. Future birthplace of Captain Catherine Janeway, Bloomington, Indiana, Earth, May 20th, 2336. A perfect day to visit my statue. It's not a statue. In Bloomington, Indiana, courtesy of @JanewayCollect1. I recognize this as an extraordinary moment and an incredible honor. Thank you. Well, you know what? At least she thanked. At least she thanked them. That was nice of her. Well, I think this week she's back on Star Trek Prodigy. It's the season finale of Lower Decks and the season premiere of Prodigy, or technically the second half of the first season. Their America is vanishing. Like Trump, they insist they were cheated. Okay, who is there? Welcome to historic Richmond. Okay, don't care. Tim Burton says he probably won't work for Disney again. Tim Burton says he won't be making another Disney film after the horrible big circus that was Dumbo. You know what? It's probably best. Probably best for everybody. The multi-gun man quotes me as saying, "I don't have a bust." Captain Fandom Nerd says, "Hail on Kuroga." What we got? What we got? I got it passed by a vote or two. Biden falsely claims student debt forgiveness passed by Congress. Wow. Poor man. The poor man just needs some rest. Gold's gym owner, 5 others feared dead in small plane crash. Oof. 6 people feared dead in a plane crash near Costa Rica. I mean, I don't go to gyms, but I've heard of them. I've heard of Gold's Gym. That's unfortunate. I'm not reading every headline, but I'm in a feud with somebody on Nextdoor, the social media site where it's very local. They're also a lead, but they are just parroting every fucking talking point. Every time people mention crime is going up, crime is up, crime is up, they're like, statistically, crime is down. I'm like, you stupid muck. Like, can't you see crime is up? You live in the same neighborhood. You live like 4 blocks away from me. How can you honestly believe crime is down? Like, the numbers don't lie. Yes, they do. Every fucking day, somebody posts that there was a crime committed and the cops wouldn't come. The cops don't come. So how is that it's not being reported? That's how the numbers are down. The cops stop coming to show up for shit. And they're like, I'll give you the name for the fucking state senator. You can complain to them. Nobody gives a shit about the state senator. The state senator can't fucking do anything. Okay? It's been 4 days. If the cops don't come, it's too fucking late. Okay? Really, the cops need to come in 5 minutes. If the cops aren't there in 5 minutes, it's over with anyway. What's the fucking point? I don't want to complain to my state senator. Okay? I want you to shut your fucking mouth and just be quiet and don't complain when I go up in there and say, somebody stole my package, or somebody stole my catalytic converter, or somebody broke into my neighbor's house, and I don't need you there to tell me, well, statistically, it's safer than it's ever been. Fuck you. No, it isn't. Bring back competitive admissions. Some New York's middle schools say may not. Yeah, because you need to do that. You need competition. You can't just open schools up to everybody. There gives no reason for anybody to do better in school. Prepare for an ugly ride. New York City subway delays and flooding could stall morning commute. You know what? I'm going to just fill the fucking subway in with cement and we don't have to ever worry about the subways again. Risk of an accidental recession is rising. Accidental. You know what? Whatever. Beyond Meat introduces Beyond Steak. Shares down more than 80% year to date. I mean, I bravo. It's a fucking problem correcting itself. Apple raises the price of music and TV Plus subscriptions. Oh no. I guess it's time to cancel Apple TV and just come back when For All Mankind season 4 comes. The Apple Music monthly price up for $1. Apple TV is rising by $2, which is only one tier and supports family sharing on all plans. Apple One is also going up approximately $3 per month. Yeah, well, I'll be honest, Apple TV was a bargain, $5.99 a month with no commercials, but I don't run a charity here, so time to say goodbye. You know, just until the For All Mankind season 4. Leslie Jordan, Will and Grace, and Kick Me Cat. Actor dies in car crash at age 67. To be honest, I don't particularly know them by face, but that's sad. Henry Cavill confirms he is back as Superman for future DC movies. Okay. And then this is sports. Oh, science. New web images illuminate formation of a galaxy cluster. Okay. Whatever. World's oldest known map of stars found hiding in a medieval manuscript. Interesting. Okay. 1 in 10 Americans over 65 have dementia, study finds. Yeah. I think I can find one pretty easily. Hint. They're at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
No, Mama pray, not you. Anyway, let's get to Dear Bop because I have about 30 minutes left. Let's see. Oh, not too many. Not too many. Does Karoga have a statue of their glorious leader? Asks Mike Richards. Not yet, but soon. Thomas Potts says it's racist to talk about crime. That's true. That's true. Did the same person that stole your bust steal your package too? Mike Richards says there are lies, damned lies, and statistics. Yes. Okay. Dear Bop, my mom has 3 younger sisters and is the oldest. I recently discovered that my non had a stillborn girl before my mom was born. How should I process this information? I wouldn't worry about it. It's unfortunate, but that happens. It still happens today. It happened more in the past. And your mom deals with it. Your mom's parents dealt with it, and it's not for you to deal with. So it's wouldn't think twice. You know, something okay. You know it happened, but it's nothing you need to ever think of again. Dear Bop, toilet. Okay, that is a word. Not really a Dear Bop, but it's a word. And we got some spam. Not the type I can eat. Dear Bop, what did Jeffrey Dahmer sing as he went to the refrigerator? My baloney had a first name. Dear Bob, effing English, these words don't rhyme. Cough, rough, though, through. But pony and baloney do. This is correct. You're absolutely right. Fucking English. Cough, rough, tough, through. But pony and baloney do. It's even a little bit of a poem. Well done. Would have given you more credit if it was a what's that? 575. What's that type of poem? God damn it. I say this all the time. Syllables, the poem that are 5 syllables and haiku. Haiku. Thank you, Mom. Right. It should have been a haiku. Dear Bop, greetings from the Galactic Union of M-class planets. Emperor Zoltar here. Sorry about the UFO scares last week. Empress Trixie and I scored some space weed and went joyriding. Hey, we're allowed. It's good to be the Emperor. You know what, Zoltar? I used to respect you, man. I used to respect you. But now that I see you're just another hippie space weed smoker, I'm not going to invite you to Christmas dinner anymore. You're off the Karoga Christmas card list. Dear Bop, Biden. I hear you. I get it. Biden. Let's go, Brandon. Yes, Leslie Jordan passed away, Dan Ben. Not to be confused with Tracy Morgan. I forget which is his real name. That's who I was thinking. I was like, didn't he already get injured in a car accident? And now he dies? No, it wasn't him. Dear Bop, what do you get by crossing a sheep and a cow? No idea what to call it, but it will be in a bad mood. Oh my God. I almost am mad at myself for even knowing how to pronounce those words. Bad mood. Well done. Well done. Okay. We need to talk. Okay. We need to talk. We need to talk about marijuana. I'm finding all you people out there apparently really like this stuff. And some of you are coming up on camera, smoking it, inhaling it, blowing in from a bowl. I don't even know how you guys are getting it, but it's legal supposedly in like 31 states or something, even though it's completely illegal by federal law. And the official position of Caroga is that marijuana is bad. Okay. I mean, from the guidance counselor on South Park, Mr. Mackey, he says marijuana is bad. Okay. Yeah, it's bad. And it's not bad because it has medicinal properties. And for people using it for medicinal purposes, that I get. Okay. If you need it for pain or some legitimate medical condition that it treats, that it actually treats, then sure, use it, what you need for it to treat your medical condition. But if you don't have a medical condition and you just like to smoke because it makes you feel good, it makes you forget your problems, that's the problem right there. Okay. They're making it legal so that people stop getting angry at the fucking system that's falling apart. Okay. And if everybody just starts smoking and using, they're going to get less angry. And you're like, well, that's good. I don't want to be angry. Well, I don't want to be angry either. But you know what? We need to be angry when our government is fucking us over. Okay? We need to be angry when crime is going up and nobody's doing anything about it. We need to be angry when we're paying more in taxes and the government is just giving it to illegals and to people who have no business even being in the country. We need to be angry. Okay? This isn't the time to just smoke a joint and not worry about it and say, somebody else will take care of it. Guess what? We're at the end. There's nobody else. No one else is coming to save us. Okay? Every day, I feel like I lose more people to weed. Every day, I lose more people to weed. People who would otherwise be angry, not be willing to keep voting in the people that are doing this, people who go out and do stuff. And guys, believe me, I wish I could go out and campaign for people. I wish I could go out and run my damn self. Okay? At this point, I'd be running my damn self if I could, but I can't. I need good thinking, deep thinking people who are not going to just smoke a bowl when life gets too hard. And believe me, I know what it's like to have a hard fucking life. Okay? If God himself came to me with a marijuana cigarette, a blunt, and he said, just smoke this. It'll solve all your troubles. I tell him to get his hippie mouth away from me. Say, go back to San Francisco, you goddamn hippie. No offense. Not taking the Lord's name in vain. I don't mean like that. But I would say, God, take your mouth to San Francisco, okay, and your blunt. I don't want that shit here. You're going to fix me the way I say, or I'm not going to be fixed at all, okay? I don't want to be fixed in some type of fucking weed coma like some fucking race that's Star Trek that they come and they're like, how could these people live like this? I don't know. I don't want to be one of those people. Okay? I need my anger to make things better. Imagine if the weed was being pushed. Imagine if in 1776, the King of England said, you know what? Let's send a few ships full of weed and just give it to the fucking colonists. Do you think George Washington and Adams and Ben Franklin and all these people would have started a fucking revolution? Or would they have all gone back and smoked and said, things aren't that bad. We could pay a little stamp act. It don't matter. I don't mind if we have a few troops in the house. Who cares? As long as they bring some weed, I'll keep a couple of the king's troops in my house. It's all good. It's all good. That's what would have happened. There'd be no fucking America. And then when World War II happened, it'd be over. It'd just be, oh shit. What, Mama Frey?
What about World War One?
World War One. Well, World War One might not have happened. Anyway, I gotta say it. There's too many people.
Yes. Don't be upset.
Um,
Don't be upset. Calm down here. Just smoke this, you'll be fine.
is that tobacco?
No,
There's nothing in your hand.
I know there's nothing in there. I'm teasing you.
Carlos says, I don't think that's how weed works. Captain Affinity says weed prohibition is fascism. 90% of YouTubers are raging alcoholics. Well, alcohol is legal. And the other thing is that alcohol is much more temporary. Carlos says, at least the American presidents don't inhale. Mike Richards is too late. God heard you. Yitza says Biden inhales all the shampoo and child smell. Kamala Harris boasted about inhaling. Yitza says weed makes me angry. Then maybe you should. Captain Infinity says Adern also boasts of smoking illegally while keeping it illegal. Carlos says actually weed was a big commodity. No, Carlo. See, that's the big hemp industry. Hemp was a big commodity. Hemp is not weed. Okay, it might be the same plant, but people were not getting high off hemp. Okay, people were not getting high off hemp. It's completely different. Dan Ben doesn't have interest in drugs or taking them. Captain Phineas and Bird of Prey, this is your worst take ever. I know it's going to make me unpopular. I understand that, but I had to say it. I got to be true to myself, Captain Infinity. Okay, and the truth is, I think it's ruining America. I really do. It's written on hemp paper. I don't have a problem with hemp. Okay, I'm not saying we should make hemp illegal. We shouldn't. We should never have made hemp illegal. Okay, hemp is a useful product. I'm not against hemp. Dan Ben says when Coca-Cola was made, it used to have cocaine in it, and I wish it still did. Mike Richards says Bird is entitled to his opinion, no matter how ignorant it is. And LDG just got to the part where I was asking what a haiku was. Welcome, LDG. Oh. And we've got another Dear Bob. Professor Brainy Speck says she agree with you. What's wrong with me? Oh, Professor. You must be very ill. You must be very ill. Dear Bop, a George Takei update on Twitter. I am stunned at the death of Leslie Jordan, who delighted us with many roles on television and film. The cause of death was a car crash after he suffered a medical emergency. Oh, so he had like a heart attack or something and crashed his car. Leslie, we are heartbroken at your loss and will miss your mirth and your imitable spirit. Beloved actor and comedian. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ Jordan was driving in Hollywood Monday when it's suspected he suffered some sort of medical emergency and crashed his BMW into the side of a building. Oof. That's a strong building. Leslie was famous for his work on popular TV shows like Will and Grace, Hearts of Fire, The Cool Kids, Call Me Kat, and American Horror Story. And that's perhaps why I don't remember him, as I did not see any of those shows. He became a social media sensation during the pandemic with his silly video posts helping him skyrocket from about 80,000 Instagram followers to a whooping 5.8 million. He told us on TMZ Live his secret was just being himself, a silly, funny, goofy, happy-go-lucky senior citizen. Following his viral pandemic fame, Leslie appeared on CNN's New Year's Eve 2021 countdown, ringing in 2022 with Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen. Poor guy. He gets famous and then he gets punished. Well, very sad. Very sad. Carlo says maybe we should make alcohol illegal too. We tried that, Carlo. And sugar.
No sugar.
No, I can't do the sugar. Dan Ben says vertebrae are following George Takei on social media. I do not follow George Takei. I do follow actors I like. This particular social media Twitter account, though, is not my personal Twitter account. This is the Twitter account for the H2 channel of America. And my attempt to bring back the H2 network that on February 29th, 2016, the United States of America lost the H2 network. This account's goal is to bring it back. I didn't do so well. So yeah, one of the many pet projects I had over the years. Anyway, guys, I do have physical therapy starting much earlier than usual today, so I do have to get going. In all honesty, my viewpoints politically is that adults should be able to do pretty much anything they want behind, in the privacy of their own homes. So I don't say that we should be, ripping drugs away from anybody or even making it illegal. I just want people to think about it and choose some of the time that, is it more productive in the long run to fix the problems that are making you upset than it is to just take drugs and feel good for a little bit? I don't know. I just think we'd be better off solving the underlying problems. But in Karoga, you know, you can do what you want to do in the privacy of your own home. In fact, not even in the home, on your property. You want to do it on your property. You want to smoke weed on your property. There's no Karogan military that's going to be busting in your door or anything. Because in Karoga, personal property still means something. Anyway, Qapla all, and have a painless therapy. Thank you. I hope so too. Carlos says, thanks for the stream. Hope everyone has a fantastic day and night. So do I. So do I. And no matter what Sisophrase said, I swear I did not have a contact high. But wait, there's more. The video might be over, but there's more fun to be had. First, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have clicked that bell icon to get notifications of new videos in your YouTube feed. Share this video on social media to help this channel fight the algorithm that favors big media. Also check out www.birdoprey5.com for links to my other channels, various social media accounts, merch store, Dear Bop, affiliate links, and all your Birdo Prey 5 needs. At the main Birdo Prey 5 YouTube channel, you can find all sorts of live streams and unlisted videos, YouTube membership options, and a community section with polls and updates on the channel. On the secondary channel, Birdo Prey 5X, you can find overflow content that doesn't always make the main channel. Subscribe to both channels, please. Thanks for watching. Remember, I stream almost every day. This is Birdo Prey 5 saying goodbye, world. Until next time. P.S. Hail Sassy, hail Charlie, and of course, hail Karoga.